and break down some of those common misconceptions that people have and stereotypes that are associated with the reasons why young people are homeless. We want to encourage disadvantaged youth to speak to each other and to get appropriate support. We want to increase the public awareness of youth homelessness and share important tools for how to identify and assist those young people in need. We want to engage government and corporate sectors to empower youth homelessness services so that they can actually help those affected young people to get back on their feet again. And we want to reduce the number of young people experiencing homelessness. So this year we're focusing on home and place because we want to emphasise the importance of housing stability for children and young people. And the focus is trying to let people know that it's just not those young people that are visible on the streets or that are sleeping rough, you know, and that home, is more than just a roof, you know, that home means a support and respect for young people, and that everyone may be vulnerable to experiencing homelessness at some point in their lives. And last but not least, young people experiencing homelessness are not drug addicts necessarily or criminals, and they do not deserve to be homeless. Rather, they have found themselves homeless because of things out of their control. Okay, thank you. And I would like to introduce Ramona Marsters. Ramona, sorry, I put an R in it, who is Yfoundations Youth Ambassador, and she's been one of the key people for YPSpace who has developed this video.
Yay!
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here at our launch. My name is Ramona Marsters, for those who don't know. I'm a local singer-songwriter. I'm also the YPSpace Youth Ambassador, and I'm part of the Youth Advisory Council. Last year, I got together with a bunch of my friends, and we were just yakking on about where we get treated in town, just because of the way we look. Doing things like popping the collar, popping that backwards. It really sucks, you know. You walk into a store and you expect usual service. Hey, I want my coffee. Half an hour later, you get it with a get out of my store. So yeah, as we were talking about all those things, we're thinking about what did we do on the streets? How did we get out of the streets, and what are we going to do about it now? Are we going to fix it? Are we going to deal with it? Are we going to show young people how to get out of it? So we decided with one of our workers, Amber, who's no longer with us, to make a video about it. And this video we like to think is about our because factor. So it's based on why were we homeless and what did we go through and where can you go from the things that affect you while you're homeless. I'm one of 8 young people, many of which would not be here today, but I do have Joni, Ben, who's over there, and Chris, who's right in the back. Alright, do you guys want to ask any questions about the video before we launch it? No? Alright, well, with great pleasure, I present to you our Mayor, Liz Campbell.
Yay!
Thank you. And I'm sorry I'm not wearing red. I do have red nail polish on though. And I didn't get the significance, but now I do. So I'll remember next year when it's Youth Homelessness Day to wear red. And I have to say thank you, Michelle, so much for inviting me here today and be part of Youth Homelessness Matters Day, and to especially honour the video in my time. I can't wait to see it. I learned a lot while I was researching what I had to say and the facts that I were given. And the facts around youth homelessness, I must say, are startling. In fact, they're distressing and they're increasing. In Australia, there are close to 27,000 young people aged between 12 and 25 who experience homelessness on any given day. And that's about the size, just short, of the population of our entire shire. That's horrendous. And in our local region, there's about 150 young people experiencing some level of homelessness on any given night. We have young people in this town that are experiencing couch surfing, overcrowding housing, and lifestyle of constantly moving between family and friends. I can't even imagine what that would be like. And these young people, as we've heard, are often invisible to the community. Disturbingly, about 80% of these homeless young people couch surf. And that puts them in a much higher risk of abuse, assault, financial and physical manipulation, placing them almost back where they started from. Statistics tell us that the leading cause of youth homelessness in Australia are family breakdowns, child abuse, domestic and family violence. So we know that often young people don't consider themselves homeless, and therefore they don't necessarily seek out the support and the services that they need. They're often trapped in transience until somehow the support is provided, which I'm sure that you've all experienced here, and the places like YPSpace assist in. We also know that young people without a home really need supporting environments, like all young people, like all people in fact, to be able to build the necessary foundation for a stable life. Past experience shows that young people who do access the support services that are available are more likely to secure and keep independent tenancies, so they're more able to have a home, and connect and contribute within the community. And we've seen the connection and community from the young people we saw on Youth Week, that these young people are giving back to our community, and we really appreciate that. To that end, a very special group of young people in Kempsey, with the support of YPSpace, Mid-North Coast, have worked really hard to produce this short video we're about to see. I have to read their names: Ramona, Joni, Ben, Chris, Tammy, Crystal and Jessica. Wrote, filmed, directed, starred in, edited and produced in my time. That's amazing. And they did this to highlight the positive changes young people can achieve with the right support. And that support needs to be continuing. It's fitting that the video is launched today, Youth Homelessness Matters Day. I think that this day, I don't know, you did suggest how long it has been going for in Australia, but I think it's only now that it's started to be really recognised, and that's a great thing. This annual National Day is given to us to work towards lessening discrimination against young people experiencing homelessness. And we've heard this before, but I think I need to re-say it because it's something that I didn't realise until I had the opportunity and was invited to be here today. And I think most people here will know how passionate I am about the young people of our valley. So today gives us the opportunity to think about how we can assist in breaking down the common misconceptions and stereotypes that are associated with youth homelessness. And they're there and they're very real, as we've just heard. How to encourage young people to speak to other young people and to get the right support. And I know that there's other young people out in the community that don't realise or even consider that there are people the same age as them that do not have a home. Ways we can increase public awareness of youth homelessness and how to identify and assist in those needs. And particularly important for the broader community is to look at ways that we can engage with the government and the corporate sector, places like the local council, to empower the organisations working within the youth sector and homeless people so that the homeless people, particularly our youth, can get back on their feet. They've still got a whole future in front of them. And most importantly, to reduce the number of young people experiencing homelessness in Australia. So finally, can I say that Youth Homelessness Matters Day is a day to celebrate the strengths our young people hold, the determination to address the issues surrounding their homelessness, and the passion that they show in ending youth homelessness in Australia and within our community. So we're going to see that from what these young people have put forward to us on a video. So congratulations to everyone who contributed in making today and the video possible. YPSpace and all the people here that I know are here because they care and are supportive of what is happening. So it's now my pleasure to introduce the youth production and hope you all enjoy this really special video in my time. Thank you.